Hi everyone. So I wanted to go ahead and make a recording going over an introduction to the LabKit labs. I have found that in the past students can become fairly confused about these labs and how to complete them. They have, in the defense of the labs, have gone under a major revision over the last semester. So this is the first semester we've presented them like this, and I think they're a lot better, but I want to make sure that we're all on the same page with these. So to find LabKit labs, hopefully you're conversant with this now, but let's go ahead and go here. Content, these are of course different labs than your interactive labs, but you go to content and then you just go to your module here. Module 2 has our first set of LabKit labs, so I'm going to go ahead and click on assignments here, and I'll find here Module 2 Interactive Lab, LabKit Introduction to the Microscope. So that's the first one. Now you'll notice there's two links here. You want to click on the one that says link. The assignment will just take you to the assignment area where you have to turn it in. Okay, so let's go ahead and click here. Okay, and you'll get this little thing here. That's a good sign, and this is the lab. Okay, so this is the lab manual, and at the end of this will be the lab assignment. Okay, and so what you want to do is just go ahead and start advancing your way through this. Of course, you want to read every slide. Go ahead and read that, and then you hit next. Okay, and then you'll read something, and this is just going to teach you about the concepts that are trying to be taught. Okay, or I guess it's teach you to taught, right? It's trying to teach you or to show you the concepts that hopefully you're going to learn through this lab. Okay, so you read this introduction and then the next, right? I mean, you can go from here. Now, sometimes there'll be a video. Go ahead and watch those videos. But as you move through this, you just keep going through this. Again, read. Okay. Oh, and this is a good thing right here, right? So sometimes they'll pop this thing up, did you know, and you can read that. That's really handy dandy. And then on you go, watch another video, learning more about microscopes. And they have this, nice table, and it's pretty interactive, and you can click on things, and then you go to next, and then it comes to this knowledge check. Which type of microscope uses fluorescent tags to visualize a sample? Okay, and that will be, I won't tell you what it is. It's going to be one of these four. Okay, but go ahead and click on this answer. Now, I will tell you this, okay, because some people are going to be like, okay, I did that knowledge check. How is that score recorded? It's not. Okay, so this is just a quiz, if you will, or a knowledge check that has no score recorded of it. You won't get a grade for this. So if you're wrong, you're like, oh shoot, don't worry about it. You didn't lose points. Okay, if you're right, don't feel like, oh great, I'm awesome, I just got more points towards my A in this class. That's not really true. So this is just to help you out. Okay, and so you just go along. I'm going to go ahead and skip this, and then you go to the next thing, and you're going to read on these things. Now, you finally get to the end of this. You have another knowledge check. Okay, you've gone through all these, presumably. Okay, there's another knowledge check and preparing slides and all these kind of things, and you want to read these things because these will be very helpful for you in executing the lab. And then finally, you get to this last knowledge check. Here we go. There we go. And then it's got some answer there, and then it's going to be next. You go to this. Okay, and there's this lab drill, and the lab drill is this quiz that you'll have that will have, in this case, it's 7 questions. Answer these. Again, this is very helpful to you. But again, it actually give you like, oh, you got an 80% on this at the end of it, or you got 100% or something. Again, those grades will not be recorded to the grades in the grade book. So don't think, oh, I got to report that to him somehow, or how does that work, and where should I find this in the grade book? It's not going to be there. Okay, these are again just for your benefit. Okay, and these are the questions that it's going to ask. Now at the end, you get to the last question. So here's our last question. There it is. You answer that. It'll give you the score, and then it'll allow you to go to assignments and procedures. Okay, and this is where now you'll start executing the lab. Okay, the first thing you want to do here is go ahead and click on this lab workbook, and go ahead and download that. Okay, let's see here. I hope my computer opens it. Yep, it's going to open it. Good. And this is what you're going to turn in. All right, so in the assignment Dropbox, so you're going to fill all this out. You're going to answer all these questions, okay, as you work your way through the lab. Once you have that, save that, of course, to your computer, and then come to back to D2L and go to Assignments. Okay, go to Module 2 and go to your Lab Introduction and Microscope. Click on that and upload that file once you're done with it. Okay, all right. So that's the first thing you want to do. Have that, and you're going to be working on that, filling that out. The second thing that you want to do is click on this, and this will take you to a procedure. And the procedure says exercise inventory, and this just tells you what you have to provide. You must provide the materials listed in red, okay? And then it tells you what is in your lab kit. Okay, and then it's going to say, okay, exercise 1, microscope. In this exercise, and you want to read through that, and it talks about a virtual microscope. And essentially, I mean, you could print this off if you want, or you can just do it on your computer, but essentially you want to put check marks in each of these things, okay? You can't click on it, it won't let you put a check mark in that way, but you want to say, you know, that you've done each of these things in order. Complete the post-lab, and then go to hands-on microscope. Set up your compound microscope per manufacturer's instruction. Check. Okay. Use the pipette to place a drop of water at the center of one of the blank slides. Check. Place the cut out of the letter E at the center of the water drop. Check. Okay, so because it says up here that you need a printed letter E cut from a newspaper. Okay, so, and you just have to follow this procedure and you check, check, check. Okay, and sometimes it will tell you, okay, now record your observations in this, right? So coming back to this file that you downloaded. Or go answer this question there, or do these types of things. So you just have to do those things, okay? These, again, have been completely rewritten. I'm reading them in advance, trying to head off problems that I might potentially see, and one of them is, you know, just the confusion. That's why I'm trying to, that comes from where do I find this and how do I do all this. That's why I'm making this video, okay? So, of course, I'm not going to catch all the potential confusion, so if you are confused, just go ahead and email me about these things, and I'll help you out, okay? All right, now, I do want to also say this. I'm going to make one more recording. I'll make it separate, make it distinct from this one, but make sure you listen to the next recording, because it will tell you how to avoid some of the potential confusion with a Stanford University Virtual Urchin microscope. All right, so I'll do that in my next recording.